Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Okay, this is the first question. Okay, the statement 1. In the post-pandemic recent past, many central banks worldwide had carried out interest rate hike. Okay, next, the statement 2. The central bank generally assumes that they have the ability to counteract the rising consumer price via monetary policy means. Simple. See, actually, these kinds of question is about saying the relationship between the two statements. Okay, if you put a because in between the statement means the statement 2 gives the have to give a reason to statement 1. Okay, if statement 1 is also correct and statement 2 is also correct, and then the statement 2 give a explanation to statement 1 means this statement is or everything in the statement is right. Okay, such a way the pattern of the question is there. Okay, see, again it is a sum of it is a, though the pattern wise the question is look somewhat tougher, but by the basis of your knowledge towards the monetary policy, you can easily crack the question. Okay, there are many keywords in it. First is interest rate hike, and also it is speaking about central bank. Okay, so central bank interest rate hike means what are the interest rate? Central government have the control over what are the controls that the central bank have a controls on the interest rates. So you have to know about which interest rate they are speaking. Okay, if you come to know about these statements, you can easily answer it. Okay, see, it's nothing but and there is a second statement which speaking about the monetary policy means. Okay, by that itself you can come to know that they are speaking about repo rate, reverse repo rate, bank rate, marginal standing facility rate. These are the things they are speaking. Okay, so it is the way of controlling the inflation in the market. Okay, so it's just a thing, this it's actually a basic question. Okay, but the pattern wise it's look difficult, but it is one of the zero level difficulty level question. Okay, there is zero level of difficulty only in this question. Okay, let's try it. Interest rate hike. Okay, let's do. See, the monetary tools the RBI or any central bank uses is first is quantitative method. Okay, quantitative method means it's about CRR, SLR, bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, everything. Okay, and there is also a qualitative measure that is called rationing of credits, fixing margin requirement, moral suasion, direct actions. These are the things also in the monetary policy tools. Okay, so they are speaking about the interest rate. Okay, so it is specific about bank rate, repo rate and reverse repo rate, and then marginal standing facility, all these things. Okay, so you have to know the first of all with the knowledge of these things you can easily answer the question. Okay, because if you increases the bank rate or repo rate or reverse repo rate means it has actually bank rate, reverse repo rate and repo rate all have a inverse relationship with the money supply. Okay, so if you increases the bank rate means there will be decreases in the money supply of the market in the market. Okay, so in such a scenario the money supply is reducing means then there will be the reduction in the inflation also in the market. Okay, so such a way the the central bank is doing thing to reduces the money supply and also they are controlling the inflation in the market. Okay, that is the major function of the central banks. Okay, main function of the central bank or RBI is to control the money supply and also to address the issue of the inflation in the market. Okay, so for that they will do either increasing the bank rate repo rate, or else they will decrease the bank rate repo rate. Okay, so in such a way they will control the money supply in the market, and also they have the control over the inflation in the market. So for that they will do. The question says that central bank is doing hike in the interest rate. Okay, so if they are increasing the bank rate repo rate, means there will be the reduction in the money supply, so that will in turn reduces the inflation in the market. Okay, that much simple. Okay, whether the statement 2 is speaking about it or not. Okay, the central bank generally assumes that they have the ability to counteract the rising consumer price. The word rising consumer price is nothing but inflation. Okay, simple. Without using a word inflation, they are saying it is a rising consumer price. Okay, that much simple it is. So in such a way, so increasing the interest rate, you can control the money supply in the market, that reduces the inflation. So the statement 2 is also correct. Okay, and also statement 1 is also correct, and we put because in between that the statement 2 is becoming an explanation to statement 1. Okay, so such a way it get the answer as A. Okay, see, there is some terms like post pandemic, recent past. Okay, all these things are speak about. See, in the time of COVID, country is in a lockdown. Okay, so country is in a lockdown, and also there is a huge unemployment, and also there is no economic growth, so there is a deflation in the economy. Okay, after the post pandemic, okay, the opening of the market is happens, and there is a huge development in the employment, and also there is a growth in the industry sectors. So in such a way people have more money, so they spend a lot, that leads to the inflation in the market. Okay, so to control that inflation in the market, they are doing the interest rate hike. Okay, by that they are addressing the inflation in the market. Okay, so this question is about, it is like a connect between the current affair part and also a static part. Okay, so in my point of view, the difficulty level of the question is 0, or else it's a easy question. Okay, with the basic knowledge of monetary policy, okay, with the basic knowledge of what the monetary policy tool, what is the power of the RBI to control the money supply and also control the inflation, you can easily answer these kinds of questions. Okay, so in my point of view, difficulty level for this question is 0. Okay, next, from where they pick this question, why they pick this question, what is the reason behind this? Okay, that is we are going to analyze. See, this is the thing. So repo rate, reverse repo rate, bank rate, margin standing facility all have the inverse relationship with the money supply. Okay, see, sorry, see, it is a direct current affair question. Interest rate to remain high for now, says RBI governor. Okay, and also with the will the US Federal Reserve resumes the rate hike cycle? So it's purely a current affair based question, and it's a direct question also. Okay, it's a purely speaking about the inflation. See, in this article itself, it speaks about inflation. Okay, for that they are going to address this inflation with reducing the money supply. All these things, whatever the question speaks, this article itself have all the statements in that. Okay, so it is a direct question. Okay, so when you are come across some kind of articles, means you have to just revise the static part with this current affair. Okay, so in such a way you have to do the revision. Okay, if without doing a without having a touch with the newspapers or a current affair, you can't crack the prelims. With just a knowledge of the static part, you can't crack the prelims, because if you have just if you are doing lot more revision towards the static part, means you have a it will be like a huge thing you have to revise. Okay, so at the nearing time of the prelims, you just have to revise static part based on the current affairs. Okay, so which will helps you to easily crack the prelims, and you have the calmness while you doing a revision. Okay, for that only we are also speaking about the sources of the questions. Okay, so it is a direct current affair part question. Okay,